Hey, beautiful people, hoping you're great, your families as well. As you may all know, I had contaminations going on now for over a month. The circus has been going crazy and it's still not done. But yeah, I can see that hopefully contaminations are coming to an end. Now we're fighting to help the ones that are still alive. Unfortunately, the last kitten that's been contaminated just passed by Sunday. So what happened is that he was doing well, and by Wednesday he got like he was. I could see that he was not doing well. Took him to the vet. He got under oxygen nebulizer, got his injections to hopefully release that fluid inside. We did the X-ray, but that day I took him home. Second day he was not doing well, so I told the vet to keep him on Thursday because I didn't want him to come home, to come to the third apartment where all the contaminations are, because at that time I don't sleep over there, and now I'm just sleeping in a hotel, and I cannot have him in a hotel room because it's not allowed to have a pet in here. So he stayed at the vet Friday. You know, it was, yeah, exactly. So no, it was Thursday, and it started on Tuesday. So Thursday, the vet tells me to take him, to take him with me. His stage was not promising, so it was like another way for saying, let him die at peace where you're at. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sleep with him, and there's no way I would leave him alone in a room to die. Um, that's why I was like, okay, you know what? I already paid the hotel. I had the night already paid. I just took all my stuff, rented an Airbnb that's gonna allow me to get the pet. But before, what happened is when I got him with me, I dropped him by the apartment and said, no, there is no way I would leave him there. I could sense that, I had that gut feeling saying, no, there's no way. No, that's not cool. That's not that's not ethical to just kind of leave that cat in a room like that. So I took him with me in the car, and he was not doing well. He was breathing very hard, even if he was under oxygen. Then I took him to an emergency in the evening, and unfortunately, in Morocco, oxygen is a luxury. Seriously, it's a luxury. Um, it is what it is. So the vet did what she could. She tried to feed him a little bit, but it was hard because he was only breathing from his own mouth. So it was hard to give him a lot of food. Otherwise, he could get choked out and stop breathing. So yeah, and then I was like, okay, I thought that the vet was gonna take him in. At the end of the day, nobody wanted him. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna find a way. It was 11 p.m. I see him next to me, not breathing well, and there was no way I would take him to the third apartment in his room. So I rented an Airbnb. I packed all my stuff from the hotel. I dropped him by the Airbnb, got him a litter and all this stuff. Put him over the bed. He was in the fifth floor. Some wind was coming in so that he could help him breathe a little bit. I opened the window. It was good. Came back to the hotel, packed all my stuff, and got back again to the Airbnb. Yeah, now because I called the vet, the second vet, because I know the second vet, leaves his, has no problem leaving his oxygen 24/7. And he was like, okay, Yassine, I don't think he's gonna make it, but if he ever makes it, bring it to me in the morning. I said, okay, got it. Because hey, I didn't sleep at that night. That night I didn't sleep. It was hard. Like I slept for 1 or 2 hours, and it was hard. And I slept by like 3 a.m. and woke up probably by 4-ish a.m. And ever from that 4-ish a.m. up until 9, I've been waiting minute by minute by minute and looking at the cat suffering, um, because he was not under oxygen. Took him to the vet, and she put him right away under oxygen. It was Friday. The vet calls me in the evening, say, hey, look, I don't think he's gonna make it, but he still has a chance. What is that? Yeah, it was by Thursday. He said, you gotta make sure it was by 7 or 8 p.m. He calls me and said, we need you know we need a tube that Nazio, whatever the technical name, but again, it's a small tube for kittens that gets inside to kind of feed them because the cat hasn't been eating for 2 days. I would say a day and a half at the time, only by that vet, that emergency vet. So I took him to the vet, and what I did is that I said, okay, just give me whatever I have to bring. He said he might have a chance. I said, okay, I'm just gonna do it. I've never done that. So dropped a post on Instagram, say, guys, I need your help. I need your help. I need that tube because that tube is not available in Morocco. It just costs $2 or €2, but unfortunately in Morocco, a lot of things are not available. Of course, it's a shame. That's another subject. So I dropped that post a few minutes later because I needed someone from Western Europe to help me out because Western Europe is the fastest locations. I would say France, Spain, Portugal, anywhere around that area is great because that's where you can find the product, and that's how I can get the product the fastest way possible because it's very close to Morocco. So she went there. She like Maya, and shout out to Maya. She's been calling like the whole night. She's been calling vets after vets after vets after vets, emergencies, and then early in the morning, she goes to the vet. She goes to her vet. She was just in vacation in Paris, in Marseille. Probably she lives in Indonesia, and then she got me that tube. She talked to my vet. Her vet got assured that yes, it's all legit. She gave her the tube, and you know what? She goes, now I need that product that day. So she goes to FedEx, or it's called Chronopost. It's like FedEx or DHL to get an express shipment. They said, oh, you know what? The last shipment of the day, the last flight of the day just left 2 hours ago from the moment she got there. And they said they're not working on Sunday. They work up until Monday. And you know what? Like, it couldn't wait up until Monday. So I said, okay, you know what? That guy in that postal service office, he said, Chronopost, he said, you know what? I have an idea for you. Why don't you go on your phone and just look for the flights going to Casablanca, where I'm located at, and you will be able to go to the airport and go and ask people if they would gladly, bring the tube. The tube is very small, very tiny, like it's not gonna bother them. So that's exactly what she did. She went all the way to the airport, which is a little bit far away. I know what it is. Uh, you know, and she went there. She found an amazing person who said, yes, I will bring it. And yeah, we got the tube. I remember went to the airport by 8 p.m. Went straight to the airport. It was 11 p.m. Yeah, the flight was delayed. I got the tube, and the vet was just beyond amazing, and very, very, very kind to make an exception and come with his wife by 1 a.m. because at that time, like, nobody's working. His wife has been helping him out to get that tube in, and he showed me that the tube was successfully inserted. But, you know, I was super happy. Hope was there. Everything was there. I had a great sleep. And that day, I had a great sleep when I saw that tube inside. Like, just thinking about how the power of social media, when used properly, and the community can help sometimes create wonders. So I just put a post. It's like now, and less than 24 hours later, I would get the tube. I talked to a person that I would never know, and she got that tube, and she went to the airport, found someone to bring it. I go to the airport and just get the tube and bring it to the vet, and he did his job. He did it up until 1 a.m. He came by 1 a.m. before, a little bit before 1 a.m. to do it, because he knew how urgent it was to get that little kitten the tube so that he can be fed, through that tube, and just the nutrition, the liquid that it. I called pretty much every single vet in the whole city. Only one had it, and I was happy when I found it, and I was happy when I got the tube. Um, yeah, it's just to tell what we went through. So yeah, next morning he just calls me and he says, Yassine, the cat, just passed. His lungs were not responding well, and it was hard because he fought so hard, um, to live. For a kitten, even my vet told me, Yassine, I don't even know how he still makes it through. And that's hard when you see how a cat fights so hard for, to survive, and then you go and you're trying to do the impossible and to coordinate everything, and do the pose, and you find someone who works as well. Like Maya, the girl in France, did the impossible. The vet did the impossible. That person who just brought the whole thing, the whole tube, trusted the girl, and wanted to help the little cat, so he did it. Because at the end of the day, you don't know the person, so how, so many people wouldn't want to bring something, because they might not trust you, and they could get in trouble at the airport. So, but yeah, it was all aligned, it worked perfectly, but it just wasn't meant to happen. And yeah, it is what it is. Now I've been a little bit off social media, but I'm just now in a hotel room, and to be honest, I don't have the mind to work. I haven't been working now in over a month, so even the money has not been coming in. But summary, the cat died because of contamination. Okay, so when one cat gets sick, and if it's a viral disease, it's gonna go exponentially, and that's gonna all be on me, because I gonna have to pay for everything. Like if one cat and 10 cats, so for example, one cat had it, and one, two, 8 cats got contaminated. So I had to go 8 cats. And when I'm saying 8 cats, it means that it's injections every single day, taking them to the vet, the care, the all-nighters, and you have to go. Two of them, I had to feed them by myself. It was very, very difficult, and I'm not saying it's over. I'm still, nothing is sure. Nothing is done yet. The third apartment is still contaminated. Um, Two of them, three of them died so far in that apartment. Those who survived, probably their immunity is just stronger, I would say. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. That's just one cat. You don't know how much, but that was the very first time that I would do such an operation, that we would coordinate something like that with the person, with just getting the tube and everything. And literally, even when I was driving, I was going so fast, just to hopefully try to gain as much time as possible. But yeah, at the end of the day, he died by day 5. It is what it is. But again, he died because of contamination, and that's why I'm always pushing people. I'm asking for help to get adopters, because if we don't get adopters, it's never gonna be solved. So that's why I'm asking you, if you want to adopt, or if you know people want to adopt, you can just come and adopt. And look, I have so many cats. So if you want to adopt, make sure you spread the word. If you want to help, spread the word. And look, if as well, if you want to donate, that would be tremendously appreciated. You can donate. I'll leave the link down below, either as a patron or just a one-time GoFundMe. Because the thing is, when you get contaminations, instead of paying for one, you start paying for exponential number of cats. And again, there's no free lunch. There's no free lunch. Yeah, again, if you want to help, please help. But that's the story. I just wanted to make sure I share with you that story. But you know, when you do everything you can, not me, all of us, even people in the post, they push the post, they tagged people, and that's when I knew, okay, it's only in hard times that you know who are the real ones. I could see that the community, I didn't drop that post on YouTube, but on Instagram, I could see that the community was very, very, very engaged, and everybody was asking me messages from Dubai, from literally the whole world, the UK, Netherlands. Everybody wanted to help with that too. But of course, that girl was the very first one to send me a message, so I didn't want to bother everybody, and she did it in record time. Like literally, I could not believe that this was happening. Today I would drop a post and tomorrow I would get the tube from the airport. It was just crazy. But again, the lesson is, when you do everything and you leave it no stone unturned, that's when you say, okay, you know what? We did everything we could. No regrets at all. So again, massive shout out to the vet who did, like literally did everything possible to make it happen. Massive shout out to Maya. She did the impossible to get that tube and go to the airport. Like literally, I could not even believe it in my dreams that something like that would happen. She's an incredibly amazing individual. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And for the person, even Pierre, who, you know, just brought the tube from the airport, he was just so kind to do that for us. Now, even if the cat didn't survive, that's an experience, that's an unforgettable experience, but still we did what we could. And what matters is, you know, the action, no, regardless of the result. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you. uh you know, it still hurts, but because of so many contaminations that I've been having recently, things, I became a little bit numb to 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 death, and that's dangerous, because I lost, I would say it's August, late June, but August is officially the darkest. August 2023, which is my birthday month, is officially the darkest month of my life. I will never forget it. But hopefully, to this, hopefully over time I can look back at it and be grateful. Be grateful. So be grateful that I don't have to live that anymore, because it was a lot of stress, a lot of pressure going on. So because yeah. So anyway, the video is already long, but I'm just exchanging with you. I'm just by myself in a hotel now, and just exchanging some words with you. Thank you so much for watching up until the end. Thank you so much for your support, for your donations, for everything you do. But please, 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 if you want to support, make sure you share the word around adoption. It's very, very dear to me. Like, we need to get adopters. Otherwise, none of this is going to get solved. So thank you so much for spreading the word. And make sure as well you tag people. You tag people in the comments, or you tag people in my other posts, or my other social media, because tagging influencers or potential adopters is going to help a lot. Okay. Thank you so much again, and God bless. God bless your families and your pets. Cheers.